leave it like that. Can't you move it? Ah, here. Really? No, my nose. Nose not straight. That.
Yeah, it's kind of like tilted back.
Yeah. I know. I tried to do it, but I would, because it's
No, bring it down. So the bar is bring it down.
yeah, I tried, but
Don't tilt it. Don't.
what you said? Down? You see that? You see what I mean? Because it goes in front, because you can close it like that. So it has to be here actually.
So right, like this, perfect. Like this, perfect.
But he wanted to go put it. I don't know what you
I
mean.
got it here.
There. It's flush. Back.
Yeah.
It's the back.
It's because standards like that, man.
Oh shit.
The music's good, man. As long as for the camera, the sound is good, then the problem is good.
Can you hear us? Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great Muslims taught us his truth. Peace and blessings and hope the elect 144,000 members from the system wholehearted to city across the 4 winds. We're the GMS Germany campus of Spirit and Poverty, how about Shemi Shai? Out here again on the highways and byways, preaching and prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom and ushering in the kingdom of heaven. It's going to be headed by who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose real name, biblical name, whose real name is Yahweh Shai. All right, and under him, the elect. Okay, it's going to be the governing body of this planet and the ruling nation over all these nations. Okay, but you see what's going on with the BRICS, right? With how all these nations are starting to come along with the BRICS.
But it been like that, man.
But I watched this thing I think it was yesterday or today. I watched a video where it was talking about the climate of the world towards Babylon the Great. All right, you got all of these African countries now starting to say, hey, we're tired of the colonialism, we're tired of the oppression, we're tired of the resources, we're tired of the coups, all right, the destroying of governments, all right, removing of leaders, democratically voted leaders of countries, and you see it all over, you know. And when you think about it, if you look at let's get the Babylon's going to be okay. But the point I wanted to make is that if you do any type of study of history, especially whatever the upcoming wars that the wars that just passed, which was the Afghani war, which is what, 20 plus years. Then you got the Iraqi war, all right. Then you got Libya. Okay, and when you look at these wars, you should see who made the most money. These companies like Lockheed Martin, Blackwater, Halliburton, all of these companies that actually have investors from the senators. So it's like this. The senators of the Congress are chief investors of these companies that produce the weapons, the material, the uniforms, all the things that the military needs to go to war. These companies are headed by or either invested in by the congressmen, the congress people. So you got senators, you got mayors, you got all of these people that got something to gain from war. Okay, why? Because more weapons are being created, more ammunition is being spent, and all of these things are bills. Okay, which is fueling the pockets of all of these food in the pockets of America, man. Okay, what you got?
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 17,
Yes, but I want from the first verse.
and verse 16. You want verse 1?
Now we can start at verse 1. I was going to say, yeah, verse 1.
Revelation 17 and 1, it says, "And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore."
This is a revelation of the judgment of America. Okay, the things that are going to come upon America.
It says, "I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters."
We know through Daniel that the waters are nations. Okay, come. And when you have to understand, if you look at Babylon the Great, it got U.S. military bases everywhere. Okay, it got you got the countries in Africa speaking French. You got countries in Africa speaking British English. Okay, you got countries in Africa speaking Italian, Portuguese, and German. Okay, why? Because they were colonized by these countries. All right, they in everybody's land. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2. I should have jumped to the point with the
Jump to
waters.
the point.
Verse 15. Revelation 17 and 15. "And he said unto me, the waters which you saw is where the whole sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues."
See? So peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. All right? So you go to another country's land and take their actual nationality and their language away from them and implement yours. Go ahead, huh?
This is Revelation 17 and 2. "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk
Okay,
with
so
the
you-
wine of a fornication."
So you got the Germans, you got the British, you got the Spanish, you got the Grecians, you got all of these nations that joined the NATO, okay, the G7, those G7 summits, all of those nations that go into those things are the ones who are committing fornication with who? Because who sits on the top of NATO? America. Okay? So America is in charge of all of these nations, man. They all gotta pay put more into the pot, as Trump said to Germany. Now all of a sudden, Germany is about to be the 3rd leading most military spender in the world.
Yeah, they said they're going to spend 100 billion, right?
Yeah, man.
100 billion after the security was made for America. Then this new prime minister, Schultz, came into play, and then he said, like, yeah, we're going to invest.
Who are they
100
building that military for? To who are they going against? All right. All right. We already know. Russia, Babylon the Great is going to go against all of these other nations, and the Lord is going to put the spirit on these nations to turn against Babylon. They're going to see that all the wickedness and all the problems and shame and guilt and all of the fucked up things that are in this earth coming from out of there. And you see it the way that Putin talks to his people. He got his it's a law that you can't even grow GMO foods in his country. All right, all of these nations are starting to move away from the what? The dominating dollar. They want to start to go in their own currencies. Go ahead,
Jeremiah 15 verse 9. "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain." So yeah, like you said, the Heavenly Father is going to raise up a great assembly of nations from the north country, which is speaking about Russia and their allies. Because the north country in this verse is talking about Russia. Normally, it's speaking about America, but there just mentioned Babylon and then the north country. So it can't be Babylon against Babylon, right? It can't be America against America. It's going to be Russia against America. So Russia and the allies going to shoot their missiles like a mighty expert man, you know, so like a mighty archer, bending his bow. And when the arrows are shot, they don't bend back, man. They don't return in vain. So the same way the missiles is going to be shot, they're going to destroy America. You know, this is the thing that's going to build. It's really building up right now, like the brother's going into, how they hate in the world towards America is building up. You know, because everybody actually worshipped America for a certain period of time. They worship them, you know, they praise them and say like, hey, we want to be like America. We want to go and have the American dream. Now even the Americans, the so-called Americans, Jakes in America even realizing there's no American dream, man. The American dream is a damn lie.
The Edomites are even saying it even more so now.
Yeah.
Okay? Edomites are saying it more than the Jakes. The Jakes was already struggling from the jump. The Edomites are the ones now saying like, you know, that whole American dream shit, it don't even exist. Okay? It's an American, it's a lie. You gotta believe it. It's a lie. That's why.
Put the earplugs in too, man. He's really wild, man. Get the earplugs in. But hey,
Yeah, he didn't touch nothing. But the fact of the matter is that these nations are starting to turn against Babylon the Great. All right? And they you know what is funny? It's like this. They're like in the hood, right? Or let's say we a company and they're a company and we two different companies and we want to exchange information to get to grow stronger, and I got beef with them and they're telling you if you work with me you got beef with me also.
yeah,
You know? And that's what they do through the whole world.
that's what I did.
They go to all of these nations and say you can't work with Russia. How prideful can you go to another country and say, hey man, you can't do business with them? All right?
This is the power that America had, man.
Yeah.
This shows you the power that America had.
If you do business with them, we're gonna put sanctions on you, man. You know, we're gonna fuck up your economy. We're gonna put the pressure on you and your people.
Even though you people are relying on the neutral of the substance that Russia has given them.
Yeah.
You know, because like the oil and the
With
gas.
Germany, they did it with Germany. They
Yeah,
did.
the Nord Stream 2. They destroyed the Nord Stream 1 and the Nord Stream 2.
Like, so now, where does Germany get most of their natural gas from? America, man.
The three
Okay.
cakes.
America, yeah, man, for real. Either you're gonna get down or you're gonna lay down. All right, so eventually that bully is gonna be taken out. Okay, the prophecies are speaking. The story, how it's been told to King Nebuchadnezzar, is playing out. It's played out, man. It's played out before all of our eyes. From the Babylonian kingdom, okay, to the Medo-Persian kingdom, then to the Greek kingdom, then to the Roman kingdom, the pagan Roman Empire, okay, then to the Renaissance, okay, then you have the Byzantine Empire for 1,000 years, and then into the Renaissance, all right, the rebirth of the pagan Roman Empire, which we're in right now, the feat of that statue that was described by Daniel. It's written plain, it's simple. Okay, and then people say, you know, that makes sense. It's kind of atlas like linking up. So then, if that links up, then the latter part of that story is going to link up. It's going to play out. Not all of these things are going to happen, and then the end is not going to just it's not going to come to pass.
When I asked him, wasn't the Byzantine Jakes?
Yeah,
That's
it was Jake.
That's something like
Jake,
that.
yeah. But they were
Because-
coming off as Muslims.
Yeah, but they fought against the Romans, right?
Yeah.
They,
And that's
but
how they.
the Romans couldn't capture them, or couldn't invade them.
Conquer them.
Yeah, conquer them, right? So, conquer them.
You know? Because they went to Sicily and put the slaughter all the Sicilian men there. Okay, Sardinia, the flag of Sardinia is four Jakes with their eyes blindfolded, man.
There's something like that badge.
I know, Sardinia. You know, so we know through the history what's going on, what's popping. All right, and the scriptures tell you to measure out the time diligently in itself. And how did who was it, Jeremiah? How did he study the time? Or was it Daniel? Jeremiah. When he looked into the books, he said, I understood the time in the beginning.
It was Daniel.
It was Daniel, right? I understood the times by looking in the books. Okay? It was Daniel. Yeah, it was Daniel.
I think it was Daniel chapter 8. No, here. So, Daniel chapter 9, verse 2. In the first year of of his reign, Daniel, I Daniel understood by books the number of the years, whereof the word of the Lord Yahweh came to Jeremiah the prophet, said,
So we understand through the books also. The Heavenly Father has revealed all things unto his men, his prophets. Okay? Through the history books, through all of the books that the elder apostles have pointed out to us, that have gotten, men have bought in 3 and 4 copies to give to brothers. How you look at the Winston Simplified Dictionaries from the 1900s, anything before the 1914s tell you who Esau Edom is. Okay, how you got these biblical, PhD having Edomites that talk about Esau Edom being Rome in the ancient days. Talk about the Israelites that were dark skinned. You got a letter from Benjamin Franklin talking about how Europe was ruled by swarthy people, black people. Okay, that the Germans can't come to America because they're too dark. That's what I'm saying. Benjamin Franklin, he wrote this letter saying that, hey man, they're not welcome here, man. They're too dark. They're not white. They're not like us.
The same with because I saw the video, because when you hear about because was talking about Franklin, right? Benjamin Franklin, right? But when you hear about Lincoln, right, as well, because often Jake is like, yeah, Lincoln was dope president,
Yeah,
he did a lot for Jake, but he didn't. He just ended slavery to put you in jail, to have free workers, to have easier workers. But because just America always pushing, yeah, Lincoln was such a good president, man, he freed us, man. It was really for the Jake, so it was really for black people.
Even that word emancipate, it sounds like you're taking away the masculinity of a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Emancipate.
Yeah. Put them in prison
Look it up right quick.
to have even to actually put them in a worse state.
Yeah.
Because there they had worse place to sleep, worse food. Were separate from their children and from their wives even more. Took the man off the household.
See, this is what they did. They transferred the ownership from the people to the corporations. Because when you go into the word emancipating, it goes into deliver, transfer, or sell, or to hand over, to take. All right. So it goes into emancipate. Yeah, man. So what they did was, instead of giving ownership of the slaves unto the private people, they made the ownership of the slaves unto the government, the corporations. Okay? So they just transferred authority over from one owner to another. Because in the Constitution, it still states that a man is still 1/5 of a Negro, a black man, a colored, is what, 1/5 of a human being. All right? They're never going to change that shit because they don't want to. It's our culture. Okay? So yeah, we know it has something to do with slavery, but it's our culture. But okay, so then you should pay for your slavery then. No. Wait a minute. Not everybody gonna. Why? I wasn't there when they wrote it. Why does Scripture say then the parents slaughter for their children, for the iniquity of their fathers?
but did you see the video that was posted to them too? You remember the video, right?
Yeah,
I posted it before and then you posted it again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But there was a female, there was a Jake asking females like, two of my females blonde blue eyes, like, hey, which race? If I could change our race, which race?
One day.
For one day. When would you like to be? I said like, hey, I would be my race, man, because we're superior, man.
Yeah, it's superior race, man.
Superior
Straight
race,
out.
man. Straight out.
And just saw she's sincere about it because she wasn't thinking about it, she was just speaking. So it was really out of her heart.
Yeah.
But she was thinking.
She didn't even question, second guess it. It came out naturally, is what you're saying.
The other one was like trying to play it off, stuff like that. But what's the possible, man?
See, but so what did the other one say then?
What did the other one say? She was saying like,
She
yeah.
said, I don't even know how to answer it or something like that.
Exactly.
I can't show you. Want to show the video? something like she was, and then the other one was defending herself because as she spoke, she realized what she said because Jake was like, well, what did you just say?
Yeah, but that's the truth. They think that they're superior. In their heart, they really truly believe it.
Well, right now they are actually.
Yeah, but
Because every fellow said them above us.
they aren't superior. They're only superior unto us on this planet.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying that they're better or something.
Because of the curses. We've been put under Esau, Edom, but they truly believe in their spirit that they are better than us. When deep down they know, that Jake will fuck you up. When Jake will especially when Jake woman will. Right, Jake woman will run through Edomite women, bro.
So Alabama, what is it?
Oh, yeah. I call it the Alabama chair massacre. that was some something, man.
My man was hustling over from the other side of the
And my man swam across the water, bro. He's 16, bro. He's 16 years old, man.
He said, I'm looking for fights, man.
They fucking different.
He said, bro, I don't want peace. I want problems always.
You know what it was for me? The best one was when the one guy had the black hat on and he threw it up. And then everybody said the sign. It's like, ah,
The
shit.
best thing to everybody, and then they just started coming. Man.
Yeah, when the bench is rolling up, the one Jake did it with the bench, and I was dying, man.
But you saw the one female put the female into the water?
Yeah.
Put it in the water, but just
Threw
throw
it
it
in
in
the
the
water,
water. She
man.
said, fuck
Then
this
the dude
bitch.
comes to the
She
chair.
was like, bang.
Then he comes to the
bang.
chair, though. But dude, anybody was sitting down the lake. That was dope. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. See? The spirit is rising up against you, Edomites. Americans are laughing stock in the planet, man. You got mad nations laughing at Joe Biden. Mocking your president, your leader, man. That's straight. Hey, man, that's not a good look, bro. You're supposed to be the king, the creme de la creme. If you're the ruler of all nations, and then all nations are mocking you behind your back, that shows you one thing, that you're losing your superiority over these nations, man.
When you look at, for example, the Greek Empire, right? With the seven sons and the mother, because I was reading the story like a few days ago. So then, actually what they did was to knight the king and mocked him right in front of him. He said, you can do nothing against us actually, because everybody's on our side. What did he do, man? He killed them, he murdered them in the cruelest way. Joe Biden says like, yeah, whatever. He can't do nothing. He's doing nothing, really said. He's doing nothing. To show you also that Esau was going down. Because the Greek Empire was the person that Edomite really was ruling like that.
That's when they got into power.
Yeah.
The
This was
first of
time.
their kind. First.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
it was the first of their nationality being put into rulership, being considered as royalty.
I'm the story name also. Yeah.
You know, that was the first of their kind. All right. Before that, they was in them caves, man, running around like little apes, man, eating juniper roots. Okay. How they like to say, dragging the woman by the hair, having a club and hitting her over the head when they want to have intercourse with her, don't even have a language. They tell you that, right? That's what they saying that they did. That's the history that they followed themselves, and they try to put it on everybody. No, your nation of people came out of them caves and left to stay in them caves, man. Yeah, man. He's huge.
But then
I
try
was
to,
looking at it again. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm gonna find the manga. You guys gotta send me where I can look at the manga. 'Cause I was reading things I didn't know what the hell I was reading. And then they play it fast in the video. I'm like pausing it, trying to read it quick.
yeah, but what I mean is because they show like a so-called Jake in the what is it? In the Neanderthal ages, man, millions of years ago. But they was dominating everything. So they want to mix both, you know. They want to show the truth for life. The Jake is powerful. All enemies should be believe in and obey them, like in the time of Noah. But at the same time, they want to say we are damn cave dwellers, man. You know, what is it, 2 billion years ago or something? Dinosaurs and shit like that. That's what I meant to people. Because with that, they want to fool Jake also. Because you know, Jake is about fighting, right? Then they see boxing. They like boxing. Then yeah. My man said, I'm coming back for your ass.
He said he had to come back and try one more game. Let me try one more game.
I thought he says, you know, Santa's gonna be there. I thought he was gonna lift up his foot. Shit.
Think you really blind? They be fake man.
That's some wicked shit though. If you find fake to be blind, that's some wickedness, man. For real though.
They do it.
Okay, but okay, let me say it like that. It depends on the reason. Because remember, King David. King David acted like a total person. He was in the side of in the land of the Philistines.
No, but that's different. That's different.
Yeah, because he
That's
was
a
in
life-death situation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is why I said it. Because then people see, so he's saying he wait. No.
That was the difference.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, man. You know?
They want to come ask these questions bad.
I'd be like, just keep walking.
Yeah.
Just keep walking slow. No comment. Slow. I'd be like, just keep moving. And so, oh shit. Switch was too quick.
He's trying to get to the Ziyap level.
I'll fix your page instantly.
Not the Ziyap, bro. He had them pages like, I'm like, damn, how he know them too. He know which ones are what. I'm like, yo, how he know this?
Me, you see instantly, I fix them, man. And I see that the grip, I'll put the, what is it? The taze on it.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So we at the point right now where we see what's going on. Oh, and jump back into that thing about the Noah thing. What race was Pickle in the show? What nationality was he? He looked like Northern Kingdom, didn't he?
Native American. He was found in Colorado. He was Native American.
Yeah. In Colorado.
Because I watched it today. Because then Baptist's father said it was found in Colorado, America. Deep under the earth.
Yeah. And you think it's a joke? Probably got a Jake. I mean, you know they found all those Yama Island. They sent this stuff into the group where they were finding all those skeletons and giants.
Oh, yeah, you mean the pictures and the other ones? You mean the pictures and Yama Island ones?
Yeah.
With the Egyptian
Giants.
nah.
Yeah, the Egyptian giants.
Yeah.
Big old skeletons and stuff.
And picture that one guy was like not even the half of someone's leg or something like that.
And we know the proof of those things because of the scriptures. You know, because remember when we measured, we were talking about how much Goliath's armor weighed. You know, no normal person could carry that weight, man.
Yeah, that was even in Chronicles. So speaking about one of the giants, he was like, I think, nearly 3 meters tall or something.
3 meters tall, that's over 8 feet.
It's over 8 feet, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
over
like,
8 feet, man.
yeah.
That's over 8 feet.
Because Pickle's 8 feet.
Bruh, you know, hey, 7 foot, 8 foot, bruh, that's a tall ass man. 3 meters.
I forgot the exact number, but let me see.
So scriptures have spoke, it's alive. All right, the precepts are speaking. I mean, the prophecies are speaking. They're coming true. All right, they're being played out right before our eyes. We're watching the downfall of these wicked ass Edomites. All right, they're gonna really start to freak out when the screws get turned tight. And Esau cut off all the resources. All right, when you ain't gonna be able to go and buy food as you like. You're gonna be rationed. You're gonna be controlled. Everything's gonna add up into a carbon footprint score. All right, they got the system already set up. They just got to find the right time to implement it. And the best way to do anything for them is what? Through chaos, through fear. All right, they got you to take that snake bite through what? Fear, through pressure. You can't go to work. You're gonna lose your job. You can't travel. You gotta stay in your house. You want to get out of lockdown? Then go get your juice. Go get your juicy juice. Then you can come out like a good little boy. You go get your juice first, and let you out. Okay? That's what they did with the vaccination. So this MOTB, the CBDC is going to be implemented to the same measures, but only way more drastic. Thus save the scriptures, man. Go ahead, all right?
Yeah, I gotta say about sure, we're gonna go straight. Revelation 17 and verse 3 says,
Go to 13.
And the,
Revelation 13.
so he carried me away in the spirit to the wilderness, and I saw a woman, sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
See? All right. The 7 heads and 10 horns. All right. That's it. NATO. That's the EU. Okay. That's what was created by America. Okay, which gave America the power over the nations, over Europe. That was their foothold to gain power over all of Europe. And they said it. They started NATO to do what? To create a show of force into Europe. Against who? Who are they showing the force against? The bear, the northern country, Russia. All right? And now you see it's coming to a point where it can't go no further. They're taking everything up until damn near everything in front of Russia. Everything around China. They did it against Russia and China. They did the NATO thing when they made these NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Alliance and all of these things. They did all of that to go against Russia and China. And now you see Russia and China getting other nations to go against them. So America is going to come to a point where like either you on our side or you on their side. And the whole world's going to get caught up in this fight. See? Go ahead, Doc. And so that woman that's arrayed in purple, all right? In the ancient days, purple was a very hard color to acquire. Precious. It was a precious. You had to get a certain beetle and crush it. You know, that's what that real purple, that real dark hue of purple came from. All right, they call purple, if you Google it, the color of royalty. Okay, purple is the color of royalty. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
See, decked with gold, precious stones, and pearls. You know, in a spiritual way, that's what America is, decked with precious stones, gold, and pearls, and that's the children of Israel. All right, how is it decked with it? Is they put them all, they use them to make it look better, to make it look. So you put these precious stones onto something to make it look more valuable than what it really is. You understand? So you got a gold piece, but then you put a big rubies all over it, it's going to increase the value. All right, and that's what America did. It used the Lord's apple of his eye as a springboard to become the supremacy of all the nations. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, having a golden cup in a hand full of abominations and filthiness of fornication.
See, and that's what the Lord has put that spirit on Esau, Edom, to push him to the world. All right, his cup is full of wickedness, man, full of filthiness and abominations. That's why you see the whole world in utter chaos. Everything is flipped upside down because he's passing that cup around. Drink more, drink more, drink more. He's telling all nations, drink up, drink, get drunk, man. Do as you will, party. You want to fucking do. You want to fuck a girl? As a girl, have sex with a girl. Use a piece of plastic. You know, you want to cheat on your husband and have 3-6 children by another man and make another man pay for it for his whole life? Then do such things, man. You want to make people take out loans for their whole life and then charge them for 15 years interest on that loan. Knowing you ain't got that money, do it. You see, they created a fucked up system. Right? And the more you start to see now, all of these nations are pulling the history of America out. All right? What they did to Gaddafi, what they did to Saddam Hussein, what they did and so-called Osama bin Laden, all of these things. I saw this dude earlier, man. It's the spirit. He was yelling on the phone about something, man. Coming out of one of them little jewelry stores over there. That's a straight up Amalekite, man.
basically not, they say, is to keep their commandments and laws in mind. Remember this kind of.
Go ahead,
Also got the, I want to say something concerning the what does it say? Deck of gold and precious stones, because it's the costumes that she had, that America has. Because when you look at America, it's filled with gold, all kinds of costly movies.
Yeah.
You know, and then on top of that, you also got the, what is it? The financial power.
Yeah, because they're printing the money that the whole world is in debt to.
Exactly. But they also got really financial power to the gold. You know, to the minerals of the earth. They really have it.
Because these 13 banking families, all right, 13 families, one of the chief of those 13 banking families, the Rothschild, cornered the gold market. All right, they daily set the price of gold into the world. If they say the price of gold is 25 cents per ounce or gram, whatever, that's what it is for that day. A family controls all of the prices of gold upon the whole earth. So if it's said that about gold, then it can be about coal, it can be about water, it can be about all of the resources of the earth. All right? Not just that. If you control the money, you control everything else, right? Because you need the money to buy everything else. Go ahead, how would you ever say?
Spirit, because I was thinking about earlier today as well. Because I was thinking about my school, right? Because I got this on Saruman in my class. He's like really on the left, like left side, but politically, right? And I was thinking about it, and he always speaks about it. Then I was like, you know, if you really think about it, you use paper. They're set up by a group of guys who sometime in history came together and said that's now our currency. And everybody has to follow that. And then same with what you said with money printing. How can makes no sense? America has debt in dollars, right? That's what they do. They always print the dollars, go more in debt, but nobody can have them accountable for that because they're currency.
And that's the most craziest thing. Your country's currency, you are in debt in your own currency in your own country.
And through the leader,
To
right?
who? To who are you in debt?
To a bank, but you're the leader of the country, right? So how can you be in debt to your subordinate? How does that make sense, man?
Yeah. To something that needs you to survive.
Yeah. Somebody needs to need you.
It's what you also see like in the medieval movies or like ancient movies. You saw like the king or somebody went to the rich man in the time of war because he saw that the funds of the country was running out. So he actually was at the mercy of the rich man of the city. Like for example, what was it? I think this documentary of who was it, man? Mehmed, man. Who was it?
Documentary of what?
Yeah, of his name was Mehmed. I forgot it, man. The Turkish Empire. Something with the Turkish Empire. The Ottoman Empire, exactly. With him was the same thing because when he wanted to conquer Constantinople, one of the chief men and the advisors was a rich man because he had the funds. He had the funds to fund the army, to pay the the soldiers, to come with the weaponry, to pay for the food. So he had power, man. He had a certain status because of that. You know. So if you would say no, I would not do that, the king would be fucked. So it shows you that if you really have the money, you have the power, man. You know. And H-Tax was already
money,
like that.
then you get the power, then you get the respect. Like, nah, but that was an old song, money, power, and respect. But yeah, man, and that's exactly it. Okay? So, now in today's ancient times, in today's times, now you got the congressmen who create a war and then use their companies to support that war. And thus, winning government contracts from the government that is in war that they voted to go to war for. You know, it's a Ponzi scheme. Okay, it's a straight up scheme, right? And they've been bullying all nations upon the earth. So eventually they're gonna say enough is enough. Okay.
Everybody can grab Revelation 17:5. That's what I've
So Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written. Mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
See? Mystery. Alright? To the world it's a mystery who Babylon the Great is, but to the elect, the prophets of the Heavenly Father, in these last days it's absolutely obvious who the Babylon the Great is. Okay? The daughter of Babylon. Alright? Go ahead,
Verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Okay, drunken with the blood of the saints. Why? Because she raped, robbed, murdered, and everything. She utterly destroyed the saints, the children of Israel, the northern and the southern kingdom. All right, through their transatlantic slave trade, through their sub-Saharan slave trade. Okay, through their emancipation. All right, through their lies of trickery, Jim Crow laws. Okay, segregation laws. All right, redlining. They've done an immense amount of hate and hurt and destruction to the children of Israel. So they are drunken with the blood of the saints. They got the blood of the saints all over their hands. Nation of Babylon the Great, America has that all over their hands. Blood of the saints. And you see the nations too. Do you know what Germany did in Africa? Millions upon millions of Africans they put to death.
Niger and South Africa, right?
And Namibia.
Namibia, South
Namibia, Niger, South Africa, and the Congo too, man.
Yeah.
How you gonna get to Namibia without going through the Congo?
It's German speak proudly about, yeah man, because I had one guy I play football with tell me, yeah man, go 1 year now to Namibia. I'm like, Namibia,
Yeah.
So in time, you can just go there, right? Different country. Just should go there, yeah.
They were doing it in the ancient days.
Yeah, no, it was just think about it. We should be killed for that, man. Right here. He could be even a tear because mother's Brazilian, but it doesn't matter. But this guy,
But either way, they got the blood of the saints. All these nations got the blood of the saints upon their hands. Starting with Babylon the Great first and foremost. Okay, go ahead, Al.
verse 6, the rest. And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman.
When he saw this vision, he was looking like, who is that? I'm like, what the hell? What is that? He was shocked, like, yo, what is that? I never even, I can't explain it. Okay? Let me see let's look at that word marvel. I've never looked it up. Okay, look at the word marvel. It says a thing, act, or event which causes astonishment. Also, wonderful story or legend. Okay, wonderful things to wonder at. All right.
What do you like gas?
Yeah, like what the? Okay.
Like lost for words.
Yeah. So go ahead. What did it say? Read it again what the angel said.
Verse 7 again. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath 7 heads and 10 horns.
We already explained what that is. The 7 heads, 10 horns.
The beast,
NATO and EU. Go ahead.
the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into
Yamala. It's combo Yamala.
Verse 8 again. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth.
That is and is, that was and is not. All right? That was and that Roman Empire. All right? But it's not. It's nothing today. It's reborn. Okay? But it's still not completely whole. All right? Because why? It's been weakened. That Holy Roman Empire. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 8.
I mean, that not the Holy Roman, the pagan Roman Empire. So like,
And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
okay, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. That means come back into power in Europe. Okay, shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. Okay, that means they shall be taken out of slavery, back into power. All right, not taken, but come out of slavery or being put out of power, come back into power. All right, the Renaissance. which happened during the 1400s, around 1600s. 1600s. 15,
like the
1600s.
because the 1500s then because 1524 was the Renaissance that created, so 1500.
Yeah, the 1500s. You know, it started like how it is right now. It comes from one year to the next. It gradually goes into another thing. All right. So around that time, the 1500s, the Renaissance hit. Which is, when you look at the word Renaissance, it means rebirth. Rebirth of that pagan empire. So the politicians and the what? Presbyterians?
Publius petitions.
Publians and partitions. Okay. The Republicans and Democrats. Okay. Then you got the Senate. They had a Senate back then. Okay, the chambers, everything, the Senate House. You have it's all reborn back into power again. Okay, but it's divided. That's why it's not weak. I mean, that's why it is weak, because it's divided. All right, they hate each other.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
I also got the Senate House in the Americans. You can look at that. It's no problem. This evening. I also got the Senate House.
Yeah, let's get it. So we were talking about how, you know, the pagan Roman Empire is reborn, right? Why? Because we're still worshiping the gods that they were worshiping back in those ancient days. We go by the Gregorian calendar right now. Okay, we celebrate January 1st, New Year's Day, which is Janus, celebration of the god Janus. January, that's where it comes from. All right. All of these months that come from the names of Roman gods, the days of the week, named after Roman gods. Okay, so we are right back in the Roman Empire all over again. All right?
It's the book of First Maccabees chapter 8. And it's let me start at verse 14. Yet for all this, none of them were crowned or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby.
You see? Then again it talks about that be clothed in purple, because purple shows a status. It's a very hard color to obtain. You see, to be magnified thereby. Okay? So to wear purple shows that you are a high status among the people in those days. Go ahead, Al.
It says verse 15. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house, when 320 men sat and counted daily, consulting all ways for the people, to the end they might be well ordered.
And were they? No, because they're full of corruption and lies and deceit. Backstabbing. Okay? Gaslighting. They did a lot of underhanded means to get into better positions of power amongst themselves. How do we know this? Look at the Borgias, man. Look at the Borgia family, the first crime family of Italy, of the world. Okay, and see how the popes got down. So you know, if we revitalize through that Vatican, all right, the Vatican is in Rome, all right, revitalize into that, but there's nothing, the history speaks for itself. Yeah, of course.
And I was there, it was bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't even open at the time.
They got that big ass obelisk right in front of it. Okay, when you look at it from a top view, it looks like some masonry structure or symbol. Okay, so we know through the scriptures, through the times, that we are right where the scriptures say in the end days, in the last times, where the chaos is about to ensue. the people, upwards of the people. Go ahead, Al.
Revelations.
Because there's
Where they made it.
let me also read verse 16. Verse 16 and it says, let me read verse 1 real quick, just to show that we're talking about the Romans. First Maccabees 8 and 1. Now Judas had heard of the fame of the Romans, that they were mighty and valiant men, and such as would lovingly accept all that joined themselves unto them.
See? So they would lovingly accept you when you join yourself unto them. That means what? Join them to their customs.
Yeah, in the army.
Bow down to what they say. If you join the army, you bow down to what they say. You can't be in the army and be rebellious. Or then what? In them ancient days, they probably put your ass to death for desertion. Here, you know, it's a disobeying a direct order. They put you in a military prison. I guarantee you ain't gonna see the light. They put you in one of those military prisons. You gone. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Who's gonna find you? Go ahead, huh?
It says, and make a league of enmity with all that came unto them, which is friendship. Jumping back to verse 16, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
See? That sounds like what they got right now, right? But there was. With Esau, there's always some envy. Right? Because war is in his heart, man.
Yeah, you see, this is what they always show in the movies, right?
Yeah.
So they show in all documentaries that everything is bribe, man. You know? Yeah, man. Because the show is always in the movies and the documentaries. That everything is bribe. That everything, if you have the connections, you're gonna make it to the top.
You got the right money.
You know?
You got the money. You got the gold.
If your father, for example, if your father is connected to some elite father, you're gonna be in the top position, man, without doing anything. They all have the fancy titles, right? But how do they really prove it? They all got the fancy titles, they all got the fancy names that be put upon them. You know, the neuroscientologist, whatever. But how do you know that he really got it? How do you know that he really went to school for it? He can just pay for it, man. And people are really fooled by it because then he has one press conference, be like, yeah, this and this was going on, and this is what this is, you know, because what they also did with Creepy Joe. They have to see. They have to, what is it, the screen behind the camera that he knows what to read, man.
Yeah.
You know? It's the same thing.
And you know also what they do? Also? Sebs, hello?
Yeah. It's us.
Good. I was just thinking about how, you know, Ellie Gates bought his
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
he bought his diplomas.
Yeah.
He bought his Harvard degree.
What the fuck that
He's
with
an
this
honor,
screen, man?
he's an honorary graduate, man. My man never went to no days. He took no days off in school, none, because he didn't go.
Same with Zuckerberg, but he dropped out of Harvard. But
Yeah.
they still act like he went like first
Yeah.
top of the class credit.
He was valedictorian. He was there, you know, busting his ass. No, man. Nah. These dudes can buy. You can buy your degrees, man. You got enough money. You can buy the degree. But then Esau will tell you, go bust your ass, get in hundreds of dollars of debts, chasing all of these degrees, and then go into the economy and can't find a job. Can't get a job. Oh, you need experience, at least 3 years, but no job want to hire you. So what do? For 3 years, you're struggling in debt. It's a rigged system, man.
And also the Yamala post in the chat because concerning being in debt to your own currency. It's like you're stealing $100 from your own currency, then you only have 25.
Yeah.
That makes no damn sense, man. You steal 100 from yourself, then you have 25. Come on, man. That's what he said.
Because the money is.
He said shut up.
Oh, he said it right now?
Yeah, he said it was That's why I got the phone.
So yeah, man, you see what's going on. You see how you see that the whole world is starting, the global climate towards the west, as they start to say, you know, in a soft spoken way. Alright? How the world is starting to turn against Babylon the Great. What does the scripture say? They're gonna turn their what? their pruning hooks into what? Spears, man. They're gonna turn their gardening tools, they're gonna put all their resources into what? Weaponry to go against your ass. Right? Think about it. Hey, that's like we in a gang, right? I'm the leader. Then y'all get a whole bunch of gangs behind me, and they like, you know what? At the right time, we're gonna take them out.
Run your pockets, man.
Hey, and I'm thinking we're gonna go to war with them, right? And then right as I get there, all of y'all just going to the other side by myself. Like, what the hell? What? That's what's gonna happen to America. That's exactly what's gonna happen to America, man. All of these nations that you were in confederate with have turned against thee. Let's get the scriptures, man.
I had it in my day.
Let's get it.
Obadiah verse 7. All the men of the confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat their bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in them.
Of course. And you see, I think I noticed too, Jake in the middle there, some where he looked away with the back. No, the peace spot. Anyways, you read that again, select. Go shit, look.
It's Obadiah verse 7. And it says, all the men of the confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat their bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in them.
See? They set the trap for you, man. It's a setup. And the Lord is going to put the setup on Isa Edom, on the Babylon the Great, like never before seen. Just like how you raised up Egypt. We are Muslim, bro.
Hä?
Wir sind nicht kein Muslim.
Ja, Bruder, ihr seid Christen, aber ihr seid gar was so schlimm, ist doch alles Menschen, oder?
Ja? Nein, nein.
Oder habt ihr was gegen Moslems?
Nein.
Deswegen, Bruder, ich hab auch nichts gegen euch. Deswegen.
We're just reading the Bible. We're reading the Bible.
Bibel, Maschallah. Ich habe auch viele Freunde, die Bibel lieben.
A lot of people nicht lesen.
Bro, ihr habt aber trotzdem Vorurteile. Das ist nicht gut, Bruder. Das passt nicht zu. Das passt nicht zu euch, Bruder. Glaub mir. Zu euch bin herkommen, schon denke, ihr habt Blut und so, Bruder, gell? Aber das... Ich bin ehrlich, nein, Bruder. Glaub mir schon, ich war ganz nah bei Bruder. Glaub mir.
Okay.
Was hat er gesagt?
Past tense, ich war ganz nah Gott. He said basically he was just was near to God.
No, just before, man. I did not understand what he said.
What do you mean?
The sentence before that. said-
Vorurteile.
No, this is after that. He said Vorurteile.
Das passt nicht zu euch, das ist gut für euch.
Then after that,
Oh.
he said something.
Bruder,
I didn't hear it. This is why I was like, huh?
irgendein Wort hat er nicht gehört.
He said, how I took it is like, yeah, I came with peace and you know, just so dismissive.
He says like we have something against people.
That's like Muslims, yeah, like, no, I don't have, well, yeah, I do. We hate the evil. You know, it's not that we got something against you.
Yeah, but that's what you said. We have peace of all men.
That's what I
Come
was just
calm.
about to
Like you
say.
said, you just came calm.
Yeah.
We come calm. But you just said you were not Muslim, so I said okay. But yeah, why you come there with someone like me if you know we're not about Muslims, right? Why you come with that?
He said it don't matter. We all Christians same. No, that's not what Muslims say. You can't say that. Muslims say you straight up, you're an infidel, man. You don't believe in Allah. You're an infidel, man. You destined for fire. Hellfire under the earth. You know, that's not what we're saying. We're not the same, man.
With the Ghost Riders or without the Ghost Riders?
With the Ghost Riders, they're gonna be in the back playing in the band. You know? No. You know? And that's the thing too, because this truth, when you speak it, it comes off as a different vibration. You know? And I was trying to find an article about this because I've seen it a couple of times now. That when you tell the truth, it's at a higher vibration. You know, when and that's why they say truth hurts. You know, because when it hits you, you're like, ah, shit. You know, but when the lie comes, the lie pacifies you. It don't hurt. Because it's at a false vibration, so you're not really feeling it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what females always want to die to.
Yeah, and then when you tell them the truth, you're an asshole. You know? But you don't know what they want. You don't know what they want.
Well, everybody knows what they want, but they just act like they don't want it.
They don't know. Okay, some women do know. Think so?
All over the place.
What King Solomon say? Search all those women that feed them find one.
He didn't find one righteous, but among 1,000 men he found one. He made the experience, man. He made the experiment.
He was experiencing in people, bro.
He made the experiment, man.
Yeah.
He made like the experiment.
He wanted to be learning all things in that situation. Kind of looked like this one right here. I thought it was the head.
With his cousins.
Head of the snake. 666. But yeah, man. Like you
Also the
said.
back.
Yeah. You know you're cokehead, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Really? You
I
never
expected
there.
it.
You're never there.
Yeah, I
You're never
expected it,
there,
though. I
but
expected
you be there. Watch how many times you go to the car. Go down to the garage for what? What you go to the car for, man? In them bumps, man. In them bumps, man.
Smashed up, bro.
Come up looking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him
Oh,
and
monsters.
the other
yeah.
him and them.
Yeah,
That's a supplier. That's a supplier, bro. That's a supplier.
Yeah.
You know? Suffering day to day, you know, in a box. They want you to give everything. You know? Give your whole fucking life to the company, man. Then when you say, you know, I need some money, I need more money, and we can't give you that. Then I'm gonna leave them bye. After 13 years of being with one company, man, they can kick you out like a piece of trash. You know, where's the justice in this society? You know, the loyalty of the people. There isn't any, man.
The thing is, where's the righteous reward, man?
Yeah, man.
Where's the righteous reward for your labor, man?
You was with a company for 13 years,
That's why we wait for the Lord, man.
You
The
know?
Lord gonna reward us in righteousness, man.
and that's what the scriptures say. You know, rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, man.
And you have to sometimes really realize that, man.
You know?
Try to, establish yourself to a certain extent. You know, like entertainment, like fake as entertainment.
Who?
The
Yeah.
bike,
Oh,
which goes back. Like you try to establish yourself, to a certain extent, just not to make it, but just to make a living.
Make it comfortable a little bit.
Have a little
Just to
bit
live
more.
above the
Help brothers out, help a family, and don't have to really worry about the financial. But every fella wants to show all this shit, man. That's where you come to realization again. When you really go into that, something sit down and be like, why do I do this, man? why the fuck do I do this, man? You know? Think about like second, third job or whatever to make a little bit more.
Hey, you know what's funny? I had like, it sounds funny, but when I was walking up here to the camp, I was walking back.
Yeah.
I was walking
So
back.
to us.
I was walking back from this way. I was walking back around, back to there, right? And I walked right past here, and this chick, she was sitting on, old lady was sitting on the ground. She was begging for money. And when I looked at her, I had a flashback, bro, like of an old Roman time, like the beggars was all on the market, on the streets, and we were walking. I'm like, we in the same fucking thing, man. You know, this is the beggars on the street, people running around acting like they got so much shit to do. But in actuality, all you are just pawns in the system, paying taxes to keep the senates and the governors in play.
But wasn't in Rome also that they put the tax so high?
Yeah.
People was revolting and fighting against it.
Exactly, because the money lost its value. So through the inflation, printing more and more and more. So what they were doing was every time they had like a meeting, they would come in and you have to clip some off your money and your silver into a big pot, and then they would milk that all up and then make more money. Then they would do the same thing with that. So the value of the money became. Then they would mix those clippings with copper. So the value of the money became from silver and it just keep going down and down and down. And the next thing you know, what used to cost 1 piece of silver is costing 50 pieces of silver now.
But it's the same thing.
It's the same thing that you see right now.
With the carats also, not with the, what is it? 18 karat gold, 40 karat gold,
Yeah.
10 karat gold. It's
Yeah.
just about how much silver they mixed with gold. You know, to get
The 100%.
to get the like for example they have 50% just a certain carat. Then I got 50% gold, 50% silver. Then I got 75% gold and 25% silver. It's a different carat. So that's how they have it. I saw it on the video.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
determines the carat
Yeah.
of gold.
How much non-gold impurities they put in it. That's what the carat determines it.
I believe the higher the carat, the cleaner. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
yeah, because if it's 18 karat, there's less of this shit that's in there. Thus, you can make it bigger. If it's 24 karat, you can make it way more pure, but you can make it longer also because it's 24 carats. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can make a small necklace that's 18 carats, 14 carats, right? Like you say, it's just mixed in with impurities. So when you burn that out, you're gonna burn off the silver, or I mean the copper, or whatever, the silica, or whatever they mix it with, to make it whole. You know, and this is they're doing it with gold. They do it with everything, honestly. But the food, they do the same thing. The food has gotten so GMO now, you don't even know what a real apple is anymore. Okay, you know they're so far with the science experiments. You can't even. You gotta hunt for real watermelons at the grocery stores, man. You gotta hunt for you gotta go on a literal hunt to stores to find foods with seeds.
So I go to the markets.
You know? But even in those, like, remember I was like, yeah, over there in H-Town, we got market every Wednesday and Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Then you go there, man, it's fake, man. It's just hybrid fruits, man.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
It's too perfect. Everything is, I'm like, yo, how the fuck you got so many strawberries, man? And all of y'all got strawberries? Everybody had a beautiful harvest this year? Nah, they're genetically modified. You eat it, don't taste like nothing, man. Don't taste like water, nothing. It's just bland. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead. What you got?
With
Is it
the
finished?
dial,
Yeah, no, it's renting. It's like,
with the dial of all men of conspiracy.
go ahead.
Really?
No, just want to sum it up. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, so like we read from Obadiah chapter 7, so all the allies of America are going to turn against them, even that eat of them, man, you know, because it said that eat their bread have laid a wound under them, because you see the certain countries were reliant on America, and now they're turning also against America, you know, because also what you have is, for example, Canada, right? They also at a certain, America gave to a certain degree, they said like, yeah, we ain't going to reach their goal to 2030 or something. So the shows you already, they're going against it. Because if you are with your oppressor, you have to, or with your general or your leader, you have to do it instantly, man. You can't say like in 30 years they're going to do this shit, man. You know? Because in 30 years you have another leader. So it shows you that these nations are going against America, and it's building up more and more because we are about to enter into World War III. Why? Because see, the prophecies come to pass, and one of the major prophecies that we're waiting for is World War III, man. World War III, you know, then the enslavement of these heathens, the destruction of this kingdom, and the coming of our kingdom. It's gonna start with Yahweh's side. You know? Or we don't have to suffer the shit like this anymore. We need that spirit upon us.
It's really still going to the document.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I saw this and I said
Sacred sign, man.
yeah. Yeah, we don't have to suffer these people no more, man. People in order. We don't have to. I don't have to work no more. We're gonna be in peace, man. It sounds like a wonderland for these people, but for us it's reality. Or I said common reality. You know? For them it's really like a dream where like y'all niggas dreaming. We don't have to work no more. Y'all gonna be immortal. Y'all gonna have superpowers. Come on, man.
Keep
And even-
believing it.
Even for Jakes, man, they're like, hey, y'all niggas be tripping, man.
Yeah.
You know? But this is what's about to come. You know? That's what's about to come. You want to keep it going Revelation? Or?
You can take over about this stuff.
What else we have?
Revelation 17 and 8, Revelation 13 and 16.
Keep it. And keep on going with Revelation chapter 17. It's gone? Yeah, same thing with me. To watch out because of sweaty hands, when same thing happened to me. Jeremiah 51. But you could just, huh? I have the same thing, man. You just have to put the thing on it. On both sides.
Tape.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, the tape. But keep on reading on your phone, man.
Revelation 17:8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall descend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. 7 heads are 7 mountains, on which the woman sitteth.
And give me Jeremiah 51:25. So what you have is the bottomless pit is Europe. Okay? So, like I said, the beast that thou sawest was and is not. So that's talking about the Roman Empire. You know? Because like I said, Roman was in what is it? Rome is in Italy. So it was a Roman Empire because the Romans was ruling from Rome. So now this Roman Empire is back again in power like what it was going into before. We live in the same system. This is why you have to learn Latin. You know, this is why you have to when you go into the like so-called prestigious jobs like a lawyer or doctor. You have to learn Latin. Man. You have to learn this Latin words. And it says. And there they dwell upon the earth, but it says, and go into perdition. Yeah, because it's going to go into perdition. Because it's going to get destroyed. So we saw the first Roman Empire getting brought down by the Heavenly Father. Now it's going to be brought down again. The revived Roman Empire. Even though it was wounded and did live. Okay? And it says, whose names were not written in the book of life for the foundation of the world. Yeah, because these people are wondering at America. But the elect are not. The elect are despising America. Because their name is written in the book of life. So they're going against America. That's why we speak against America. But the people of the world, which have not their name written in the book of life, they wonder and marvel and glorify America, man. And it says, yeah, exactly. So give me Jeremiah 51:25.
Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroys all the earth.
And who said destroying mountain? It's America. Give me also Revelation 11 and 18. So that's America, man. America is a destroying mountain. So what does this mountain represent in Revelation chapter 17 and verse 9? Because it said the 7 hands are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. These are 7 kingdoms, man. 7 governments. Okay? Because America is a destroying mountain that destroys the whole earth. Give me Revelation chapter 11.
Revelation chapter 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, prophets.
So this is judgment time, man. This is the time when the Heavenly Father is going to judge the world, because the Heavenly Father is going to judge the living and the dead. He's going to judge all the earth. Okay? He's going to judge all the souls. Read.
And to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
See, the destroying mountains, go back to Jeremiah, the destroying mountains in America is going to be destroyed by the Heavenly Father, because it destroys the creation of the Lord. Because the Heavenly Father created all things through the Lord Yahweh Shai, and now Esau is destroying everything. He's destroying the natural resources, man, the air, the water. To that, you have to understand that it's really like a systematic destruction move. Because if he destroys the air and the water, your food going to be destroyed. Because the plants rely on what? On the soil of the ground. The ground is also the fire. Okay? So they rely on the soil of the ground. Then you have the air, so the animals breathe the air, they drink the water, they eat the grass, everything is the fire. So the food, the animals going to be the fire. The natural earth that you eat, they are the fire. So we are the fire. You know? So this is really how it goes. Read.
Verse 25, the rest. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain.
Exactly, because America is going to be burned by thermonuclear fire. Can you also give me 2 Peter chapter 3 and I think verse 9, where it speaks about the first and second death? And when you get your scriptures, can you give me Revelation 17 and 16? 17 and 16. Yeah. And then we can keep on the Revelation. Verse 16? Chapter 3, 100%.
3:9.
3 and 9, or 8.
Bro, I was 2:9, so that's
It says the first step. No, it's like 3:6 I think. It's 3:6.
say Revelation 13.
17,
Yeah.
16. 2 Peter 3 instead of verse 5.
2 Peter 3:5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
See, so this world, the ancient world, in the time of Noah, perished to water. The Heavenly Father flooded the earth and cleansed the world with the first cleansing agent. But there's a different cleansing agent, there's the second one, with whom He's going to cleanse the earth again. Can you give me, what is it? Numbers 31 and 23? Read.
Verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now,
So the rulerships and the earth that we're in right now, the kingdom, read.
by the same word,
Yeah.
are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
So the Heavenly Father keeps that earth in store and waits till the time is right to cleanse it by fire. Because said fire, you said, exactly. Unto fire against the day of judgment, yeah, because the second cleansing agent is a fire. Give me the numbers.
Numbers 31 and verse 23.
What was this?
Numbers 31 and verse 23. Everything that may abide the fire, he shall make it go through the fire,
Yeah.
and it shall be clean.
See,
Nevertheless,
so if you have something that so so if you have, for example, a certain material, gold, silver, that can withstand the fire, you can put it in the fire, cleanse it, you know. If there's some impurities in it, but there are certain other ones, like a book, you can't put it in the fire, it's gonna burn up. You know, so clothes you can't put it in the fire, it's gonna burn up. So there's a cleansing agent with the fire and the water. So what you can put in the water, you're gonna put in the water. What you can put in the fire, you're gonna put in the fire to cleanse it. You know? Like for example, steel. You don't put steel in the water that's gonna clean. No, you're gonna put what is in the fire, then you put the shape that you want, then you put it in the water to cool down. You know? So that's what you do. So now the Heavenly Father cleanse the earth with the same cleansing agents, man. First with the water, and now the fire gonna come. And the fire gonna rain upon America to make it a wasteland, and also upon Israel, man. Because Israel has to be rebuilt again, greater than the former days, man. Read.
everything that may abide the fire, you shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation. And all that abideth not the fire, you shall make go through the water.
See, so whatever is not able to withstand the fire, because it's gonna get burned up, put it into the water to cleanse it. You don't also yourself, like you want to get clean, right? After you, for example, had the intercourse with a woman, you know, or you touch an unclean thing, and you're gonna put some benzene on your ass and gonna light a fire, right? To cleanse yourself. You know, put alcohol in your ass. You ain't gonna do that. You're gonna put water on yourself because this is acceptable with your body. Because fire gonna burn yourself and gonna kill you, man. If you put fire, yeah, eventually you're gonna seek death because people that have these, what is it, the third degree burns, man, they often want to end their life, man. You know, because they have such severe pain even after that. They have to use, for example, certain plants, put it on the fish. Fish. I saw it in this one series with the doctors.
They use fish skin to
Yeah,
heal it.
exactly. They use fish. It shows also the
Sea bass, I think it is bass.
Yeah, like my dad always says. He always, I love the sea
Skin is
bass.
nice, thick.
Yeah. And it has to shows you. This is why a lot of fighters also eat fish now. Because very beneficial for your body, very healthy.
Oil,
You know?
light.
That's why they also take what is the omega-3 oil from fish now. You know? They say always eat it for the fish because it has it in there. You know?
Pretty good for your
Yeah.
bones, skin, and your nails, and everything. Yeah, it's good for your system.
Can you go back to Revelation 17? 17 to 16. But yeah, we're gonna read it later. We're gonna look at it later. That's gonna be
Revelation 17 and 10. And there are some kings. Five of
Do you have a
fallen.
website or Instagram? Because I saw it a couple of times and I think your information is interesting, but I didn't have time to talk to you now. I would like to follow you up on the internet.
good YouTube page.
Yeah? Can you, do you have
You sure?
Revelation 17:10. And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was, and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition.
Exactly. So the 7 is Great Britain because America came out of Great Britain, and the 8 is America because it has to rule the short season. Then it's going to go into perdition. Okay? Because it said, and there's 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is yet to come. Exactly. And when he cometh, he must come continue short space. And the beast that was and is even is the 8th, and it's off the 7 and go to perdition. Exactly. Read.
If you want to ask questions,
Verse 11.
how much longer are you doing this? First time in
we're
this
just
company?
about 2 hours. Every week, Thursday is 2 hours.
No, right now we're just gonna stay there. What is it? Like another half an hour, like 45 minutes.
45 minutes we here.
Um,
But we're here again next Thursday.
Yeah.
And you can write us anytime you want on
Right.
YouTube, any questions, anything you see, if you want to questions us about the Bible, about things that we speak, we are supposed to answer. That is our job.
I know the Bible, I studied theology in Sweden, but I think you have interesting connection between Bible and RFID about the New World Order and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's prophecy, biblical prophecy.
Yeah, yeah.
History lines up with biblical history lines up with secular history, as we see through the archaeology of Jerusalem, and we see that the Bible actually existed in that places. So
Yeah.
we see. If you have any questions, just write us.
Thank you. Bye.
The sun is right on you, brother. So what were you reading? So like when we read it for you? When you grab it?
What should we?
Revelation
17 and 12, right? Yeah, 12. 17, 12.
So the theology in Switzerland.
Sweden.
Sweden, yeah, Sweden.
So we got the fancy bags, man.
Yeah, we got some bread.
Hey, you never know, man. Every fellow goes where he goes, man. You know?
We need our cause.
I know. You're gonna see, man.
We're gonna bid them all to the marriage, right? And Heavenly Father's
You
gonna
might see a video. He said, hey, all this niggas gonna go to slavery.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers gonna die.
You never know.
Then he'd be like, never mind, man. I don't want to hear that because, like Scripture say, man, for some people, man, this is too heavy, man.
Yeah.
They can't bury it, man. They can't bury
Yes,
it.
this word is sharper than a two-edged sword. Piercing between the spirit and the soul. Like, yo, man.
I'm like, if you're a theologist, you should know these things, man, right? You study the Bible, right? In the school.
Bible. So they can have an interesting connection. I'm like, yeah, whatever. The secular history lines up with biblical history. It's not an interesting point of view. You know, it's not our point of view. It's what the scriptures are showing us. Right? It's not our point of view. The scriptures say that we're in the fourth kingdom, and that the fourth beast will be more diverse than all the other beasts that were before it. That's what we see. You see that with the kingdom that we're in right now, the wickedness that's being pushed. All right, how the power is being transferred over and over to the same families, and it come out now through a little girl that's 12 years old that all the presidents in America have been connected through a family bloodline.
Yeah, they won't be.
One was not.
I'm not too deep in presidents.
But this just shows you, man, all of this shit is all rigged.
Yeah,
All of
yeah.
this playing.
The thing is this, listen, man, if you rule a country, man, you ain't gonna let no peon that from the street rule your country, man.
Yeah.
Like some outsider,
Or you have a
like some
business.
foreigner. Come on, man, you're gonna put somebody close to your family in that place, man.
That you can either be in charge of or that's gonna follow what you say.
Yeah, like y'all in the same club, man. You know, y'all for the same team. You have the same goal, right?
Yeah.
We're different players, but we have the same goal, man. We want the championship. For them, they're like, we want all the money. We want all the control over all people, man. We don't give a fuck about y'all life. You know, that's really what it is. So don't be fooled by these different names. You know, I'm a Republican. No, I'm a Democrat. You know? Same
I'm
thing
a
in
far
Germany.
leftist.
Same thing in Germany,
I'm a
man.
liberal.
This dude, like, they was happy. What is it? Schulz, SPD, right?
Yeah.
They was happy that SPD was in power again and something new was formed after CDU and CSU, you know? After these parties was ruling, so they said, like, hey, we're happy that same shit's going on. What the change? Tell me what the change. Only the one thing changed, that they said like the lowest, what is it? In English? The lowest paid money, what is it? No,
Minimum wage.
the minimum wage is going to go up to 14 euros. But they just told you, we're going to fuck up the economy even more. This is what they told you, man. And they still jobs that pay 10 euros, man, under the hand. I was talking to a dude at the gym. I said, how's life, stuff like that. He said, it's okay, man, you know, I'm just going to school, stuff like that. Now I'm on vacation, so I'm working a lot. He tell me he works in one of the hookahs bars.
Yeah, man.
You know, so okay, so how much do you make? He said like 10 euros. I'm like, that is below the average pay, like the minimum wage you should supposed to get.
Slave, Nick.
But then he gets under the hand because he got another job, you know? So this is what it is, man.
And
It seems-
to make it in
seems-
this, to make live comfortably, you gotta have 3 jobs. Damn near, man. 2 jobs minimum.
Because listen, man, the taxes in Germany, if you really wanna go into
Rape
it,
your ass, man.
listen, if you wanna make 3,500 euros netto, like after taxes, you have to get 6,000 euros brutto, man. 6K. You know how much this is in the hourly salary for like a normal full-time job? Yeah, I was like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know the exact number.
You wanted what? 6K?
Just yeah.
Yeah, don't you have it divided by 4 and then by 7?
Just get 6K divided by 6. 6,000 divided by 6. Just to have, you know what I'm saying? 6,000 divided by 160 plus the hours that you work.
7.5 euros.
Yeah, man, see, just like nearly
Almost 40 euros an hour.
on it for us.
It's not 100% what you know what's like minutes.
What person actually selected that?
It's
Yes,
like, it was 37, right?
7.5. Yeah.
That's almost 12% more than what you get like as the least.
Yeah, the thing is this, man. Listen, this is like I'm talking about an employed basis, right? Not self-employed. Because self-employed, of course, you're gonna make more money because you're gonna have actually what is it like 40 euros, 50 euros per hour, okay? But still, you're gonna pay also taxes, man. You're still gonna have to tax on your ass, man. You know, of course, you can write certain things off, which is dope, which is good. You know, like in Germany, or every time you go to, like, for example, food place, you say you had a client meeting, you can write it off from your taxes, man. All the gas can go off your taxes, so on and so forth. There's certain benefits to it, right?
He still played that shit hard.
Exactly. So this is what they're busy with. But what I'm saying is,
Put his phone, his
Yeah.
car, his house, everything onto that.
but not everybody is going self-employed. So I'm talking about like the general public. If you really want to have a stable income, because 3,500 is a stable income, you know, nowadays with these things, because you might have a wife, you might have children, you might have people to take care of, man. You know. Just to give an example, I'm not saying that everybody needs to make 3,500 euros or whatever. Certain people live with less, certain people live with more. But because I was checking out, this is what I'm referring to. I was checking out, according to this world, what is rich, what is medium, what is poor, right? If you make 1,500 to 2,000 euros netto, you as a single person, you consider poor, man. You consider like the lower class. If you make like 2,000 to 3,000, you're middle class. If you make above 3,000, like 3,000 to 4,000, you're like upper middle class. You know what I'm saying?
Upper middle class.
Upper middle class, not upper class, upper middle class. You know, so that's what it is, man. But they say the top 10% of Germany make like 3.5 net or something. 4 net or something like that.
Yeah, that's
You know?
for netto, yeah.
Yeah, but that's like you can live with that shit, man. You don't have to worry. There's no paycheck to paycheck shit.
Yeah.
That shit is not paycheck to paycheck. You can really, if you're alone, you can live, man. You can live, man. Come on, man. No children.
yourself, no children,
No
3.5
children.
netto.
Come on, drive 3.5 netto. You just got like a 2-room apartment, like mine is. Come on, man. You know? What you want to say?
I saw a video. It was like a Jake sitting on the table, or I don't know, it was some guy, I don't remember what was Jake 100%. But he was sitting there and there was written, like, it's a video title, when you realize the $20 meal is more worth than 1 hour of your life.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's true. Because
When you realize $20 meal it's have more value than an hour of your life.
Yeah.
But spend an hour.
Yeah, because you make like 19
19
euros, you make 15 euros or something.
Yeah.
But then you get a meal for 20 euros, you're like, shit, man, I spent like 2 hours of my life for the thing. And hey, that's also the thing. Watch the movie, what is it, Paradise on Netflix. Watch it. You know, it's similar to Timeless. It's just that people can, for example, there's a company that scans people, right? For matches, DNA matches. So if you have a DNA match, this person, if you're rich, you can buy his lifetime, man. For example, you're 60 years old, right? You have a young dude, he's 18. You see him, you get the match, you offer him like $1 million. You take 30 years from his life. This is what they did, man. This is what they did in this movie.
You get 30 years older.
Yeah, he gets 30 years older, so they extract. Exactly. They distract. This is showing you what they want to do. They want to really have the, what is it?
Power of life and death.
Power of life. This is what you said also. We want to not only create, you don't want to rule over the time, we want to rule over
Life.
if we die and when we die.
Yeah, life and
They
death.
want to be God. So this is what they showed you there. It was crackers, of course, and it was in Germany, yeah? It was in Germany, like in Berlin area.
Wow.
They played the movie there.
Watch that.
Yeah, man, I watched the movie. This is what I posted in the group, like a few days
I
ago.
saw the trailer, but I didn't watch it.
German lecture.
Yeah, I'm in German, but of course.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm telling you, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy dope type of movie, but it's showing you where the mind goes because what they're working towards. These elites working towards what? Immortality. They want to reach immortality, but they ain't gonna reach that, man. They ain't gonna open up their mind to understand the power of life and death, how life lives and how life is coming. They ain't gonna do that, you know. Yeah, man. That's what they did because then there was really a dude. There was a female. You know what? They played that female. The dude, he's the top guy that actually top salesman because he got like 240 years of life in 1 year of people, right? And it's just like it was just the third quarter, so he had the whole quarter still to go, like 4 months. And he was
Killing people, left and right.
getting their money, man. And he did it himself also. 15 years. But his wife, right? His wife. They had they made a contract for a crazy apartment for, I think, out of 50 million or something. And they went to the bank gave them the loan. But only if the wife gonna say if they can't pay the money, she's gonna pay with a lifetime. Right. Because she was the perfect match for the head of the company.
So they fucked them up.
Because she had such a complex DNA, they couldn't find no match. She was the only one. And the dude was supposed to get the years for her, but he ended up marrying that chick. So then they fucked up their house, you know, and they said like, yeah, they planted the house like that it was like the open fire, so it's the whole fault. So then they're like, yeah, okay, now to that, you have to get your lifetime. It took 40 years with the female, man. She was an old crack after that. She went from young cracker to old crack. Yeah, man. And then at the end, this dude risked his whole life to get the years back, you know, and then,
Let me watch it.
oh man, but
Hey, man, watch it,
I'm really in it, man. Okay, I'll watch it. But it shows you, I want to say, like, this really shows you the female, like the mind of the female, man. Don't trust, these hoes ain't loyal, that's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say, man. You're gonna say, I was like, that's a demonic shit, man.
That's what happens.
That's
All of that.
That's a demon shit,
She's
man.
leaving. She's leaving for somebody else.
Oh man, no, it was different, man. You're gonna see, it's different. It's different than You're gonna see
Props
the,
to him, bro.
you're gonna see like the females are really fake, man. They're treacherous, man. Like they're treacherous, man. Give me Micah 7 and 10 real quick, man. Give me that real quick. Give me that real quick. They're treacherous, man. Hey, they got no soul, man. I'm telling you, their soul is evil.
With the haughty eyes, man.
Yeah, man.
Haughty eyes thereof.
Yeah, man. Hey, their soul is evil, brother. I'm telling you, man. Their soul is evil. Their soul is evil, man. Hey, bro, with that sort of shit, I fell for this too, but I was like, hey, brother, because you're man and wife, right? So, like I say on the, exactly, right? But hey, it's only for the man. Only the man gonna do that shit, man.
You did him part.
Yeah, the female like, I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna no nigga. That's what they're gonna do. You got Micah, man? You Micah 7. I think 7 and 10, man. Where it says, she that is my enemy, man. Give me that shit. Give me that shit, bro. Give me that scripture.
Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her.
She what? She's gonna see the salvation of the Lord, man. And then shame gonna come upon all these females, man. They left us. Or we left them because we're demons. They was going against us, talking shit. All these things gonna happen. The Father gonna open up the sky, gonna deliver us, and she gonna be with some Solomon chapter 5, man. This is gonna come upon her ass, man. Tremble. Oh shit, this was he that we had sometimes in derision and reproach. He was one of the saints. He was one of the chosen ones. I should have stick to it. Yes, you should have. But you did not. It was not your lot. You know, it was not your lot. Like it wasn't our lot to be on the earth to be destroyed, man. Shit, read. Like them cracks.
And shame shall cover her,
See, and shame gonna cover them, read.
which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh, thy power?
See, they said unto me, where's the Lord thy God, man? Where's Yahweh Baal Shemel Shai? Where's Yahweh Baal Shemel Shai? Take the Lord, the name of the Lord in vain. You know, talk shit. Saying, I believe in the truth. I believe what you say. But as soon as you break up, hey, you a demon. She calls you a demon. You know? She gonna be caught in derision, man. Read.
Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Exactly. She's gonna be like the dirt of the street, man. She's gonna be trodden down, man. Like this truck with gum all day, got it on the shoe. She's gonna be like that, man. And hey, I can't even imagine. Like she's gonna be zapped up. People just walk over her freaking ashes, like shit. Then they all gotta, you know, she's gonna be trodden down, man. Like in war, what is it? The War of Words, right?
Yeah, the words of say like
Bro, my man, hey, when I watched this movie, man, he was dodging these laser beams. This was insane, man. This was some bullshit, man.
all in the States, man.
Yeah, man, because he was like, listen, he runs, right? He looks, he's like, oh shit, laser beam. Then the people get blasted, like, oh shit, all in his face.
Right through it.
Yeah, exactly. Like he teleported through the laser beam, man. But it's, hey, that's about the Lord though. He can shoot a laser beam at you, but it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to
Go right behind you.
It's not supposed to meet your ass, man. And it's like for you, it's go straight through you, but actually it went around you, man. It's so fast.
It's right here.
Yeah, man. And then he goes to the house and you see the pale face because of the ash. That's some crazy shit, man. But it's not gonna come though. You're not gonna get that powder, man.
And when you really think about it,
Yeah.
that's the movie's very spiritual because where did it come? They were already in the earth the whole time
They was waiting to pop out, man.
at a certain time, and that's what the elect are doing. They're waiting for the time for them to come up and be glorified when Yahushua returns.
And the angels are all around us, right? They
Yeah.
just wait for the command like
Yeah,
Yahushua.
man.
Yahushua is the right hand of the Lord
Yeah, man.
to be sent out to conquer what is his, man.
So what did happen? They came out of the earth, and then they came out of the sky too, right? Come on, man. So
It's like, yeah, like you said, man. The angels coming and picking up the elect, man. You know? But
they're gonna do their damage, and then they're gonna get out of there.
yeah, man. And can you give me real quick for the woman just to close that topic? So right chapter 20, verse 25. It says, 12, to her we shall all die. For all you simps out there, man. I know I'm talking about like a guy that sticks to his woman.
25.
25 and verse 24. Let me read to 26. I'm not talking about guys that stick to the woman. You know, to what is it? To highs and lows. I'm talking to these guys that sell everything that I got for damn people that increase the freaking hype for bitches, man. Make them
Put them on a pedestal.
yeah, and make themselves change themselves for bitches, man. That's what we're supposed to do, man. No, we of course we should be men because we the word feminized us, yes. But you should not just change yourself from a 5'8" to 6 foot because bitch said I only talk to 6 foot niggas. That's what they do nowadays, man. increase their height to 6 feet.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like physically, they
Yeah,
really do it,
physically,
like,
literally, really, they do that shit, man.
They be lying on the
Yeah.
dating apps saying they're 6 foot, then they seem like, why you catfish me?
No, they really increase the height.
I know,
bro.
I'm saying they really do that
Yeah,
physically, but then they
they do that
when you
also.
said it, I
on
was
the
thinking about that. Yeah, they really physically
You know?
go through surgery, pain surgery, to lengthen their legs, like Jack.
Jack.
So this is BBL for males.
It's terrible, man.
They even got the lace fronts for men now, the hair wigs for men. You know, they even doing it with the beard.
Yeah, I was thinking about the beard. This
do it
is
with the
terrible,
beard,
man.
too.
But it shows they make more money. Esau just making more and more money, man.
And them Elamites, man, they got that $1 billion hair industry under lock, man.
Turkey. That's where they all go get the hand transplants.
Yeah, the transportation also.
Yeah.
Transportation.
Yeah,
So
man.
dude also.
Everybody go to Turkey, man. I saw it on YouTube. A lot of Jakes go to Turkey.
Also
to see
TV.
it.
Also TV, I was just
Yeah.
thinking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that fucked up teeth, man. It fucked up
Vanity.
his teeth, man.
Vanity.
Oh, man.
All this shit is vanity.
Yeah, you know
vanity
what?
Of vanity, man.
Do you see that Esau's really destroying these people? This is why they all drank of the wine of the fornication of Esau, man. They all want to be like this. Listen,
Vain.
the same thing with the fitness industry, man. Listen, all these fitness influencers, use hiding, man. They're on pump.
Photoshop, man.
Yo, the two also on pump. Boop, boop, boop.
And they take the photos.
With the last breath.
Yeah.
With the right lighting. Our picture was like, let me go a little bit more. Yeah, now it's good.
I'm telling you,
And Photoshop.
They make it in the
Yeah,
Photoshop, man. You got an 8-pack. You can start off with one.
Yeah, man. And then you see it in real life, they look like a freaking peon that you see on the street, man. I'm like, hey, what the fuck are you?
I'm telling you, one of the dudes I went to college with, he showed me video footage, and I'm like, who is that? He's like, yeah, that's Busta Rhymes. I was like, what? That's Busta Rhymes' face. You see skin, you see bumps and shit all over them, man. Pimples and shit. Because they're normal people, man.
Yeah, man. This is the thing. They just want to elevate them like gods, but they're not, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they make you do what? Worship them. So they're icons. And then thus, whatever they do, whatever they push, people are what? Sure to follow. Okay? They just said that Beyonce did what? She had the highest grossing tour ever. Why? Because she was charging $1,000 for a fucking ticket. Normal tickets. 800 euros for a
do
normal
that.
ticket.
But she can't do
And they paid it. Why? Just to stand in a fucking sweaty box and scream at a person that's standing up there. You can't even hear the damn words of the song. It's about the entertainment. No, it's about you worshiping that idol.
And you know why they're doing it? Like, a lot of people do that just to be like out of it.
Yeah.
Say, like, yeah, I was there to flex with something.
Yeah.
Say,
They brag that they were a part
exactly.
of that worshiping ritual. That's what they're essentially doing.
And you don't really realize it. But in Germany, it's the same thing, though. You don't, like, because we're not involved with these people, we don't see it on a day-to-day basis, but this is what they're doing, man. They spend all the money on freaking, what is it? On a name brands, you know, on certain watches, certain clothing lines,
Balenciaga.
you know?
Saying you gotta get that Balenciaga, that Fendi.
You know,
that
and
Gucci.
But you know what it is? They want to be recognized by the top, right? But the top is not even buying their shit.
I was about to say, the top don't work.
No, they say like we just sell these high expensive products, items to the middle class because I want to be looking rich. That's what it is. People have 2-3 jobs to buy clothes, man. That's
To buy an iPhone, man.
That's ridiculous.
Do months of overtime. Wait outside for 3 days. Just to get an iPhone.
Yeah, but hey, this is the thing. Like I have to say, the determination that put in for the iPhone, we should put in the shoes, man. That's what it is, man. Like they are overtime. You know, they're working overtime. They're on it. When is the next sale? When is the,
Know all the
you know?
specifications.
They know all the things, man. They know all the.
They
what is
got
it?
it planned out how they gonna pay for it.
Exactly. So this is how it should be with
Months
the
in
truth.
advance.
This is how it should be with the day-to-day life things, man. You should be really determined with these things, man. You know, we always talk shit about these people, but honestly, man, that determination, we should put it righteous because they put it in folly. Can you give me folly is set in great dignity? Ecclesiastes, Papa. But can you give me read in Revelation?
It's Revelation 17 and 13. These have one mind.
No, you read 12. Yes, it's 12. 10 words.
Read fiction.
Read it.
Revelation 17 and 12. And the 10 horns, which thou
Source.
No, trying to make sure that
Sorry.
the battery is okay.
woman those saws there.
Source R.
Am I tripping or is it brought together?
Yeah, but the source,
Yeah.
it's like there's actually a space bubble and stuff.
Revelation 17 and 12, Salakia. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
See? So the 12 horns, because when you look at the horn, it means power. So that's the king. So the horn upon the beast is a king, represents a king. Read?
Which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Exactly, because they rule a short period of time. And when you really think about the NATO and EU, the systems that are set up, ruling under America, or with America, so to speak, they're ruling a short time, man. It's nothing, actually. When you really think about it. Now, it seems like they're ruling forever and from the beginning of time, because we're living in this time right now, you know? But when you look further back, it's not that long. Can you give me the Ecclesiastes real quick? Yeah.
And also with that, you're not really in rulership because you are under the subjection of other nations. So you're not really pushing your ideologies. You're pushing a nation that you're paying tribute to. So America is not really. I mean, these nations, Germany, France, okay, Greece, all these nations that are in the EU, Romania, and all these ones that jumped to it, Poland, they're not really flexing their strong arms.
And they just want to, you know what it is? Like, you know these dudes of like smaller parts of the company, they're like, yeah, we of that company. They got the badge.
Like, you got the big dude, you got the little gangsters in the background, like, yeah, what he said.
Yeah, exactly, like that.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Because what is the model for the NATO? When one of us attack, all of us come to help.
It's a Roman way. Huh? So it's like in the Maccabees, it says the same thing. They said, like, listen, if somebody, because the Maccabees had agreements with the Romans. You know, when the Grecians came against them, and the Romans are slow but surely come into power and establish themselves more and more, they said, like, listen, man, we in the Greens, not we in the Alliance, had like a table of copper. Everything was written there, you know, or a certain element, I think it was copper. But they said, like, listen, if somebody attacks you, we're going to come to your help. But if somebody attacks any of your allies, of our, you know, our allyship, you have to come to help them. It's the same thing right now. That's the Roman way, you know. That's what it is, man. That's really the Roman way.
It's about to start a fight. See how long that battle lasts. Yeah.
It's a brawl, bro. You're gonna probably see 5 people for a brawl for the shit soon. You know, like in the, what is this one saying? Coming to this nearest city, right? Or something like that. You got the Ecclesiastes?
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6. I mean 4, so like 6, I'm sorry. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in the low place.
Because Paul is really set with great dignity, man. People that are just doing bullshit on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, they are elevated. It's calm.
That's quick. That wasn't even 2 minutes.
It's elevated to like a famous status, man. Like for example, these 2 dudes that just stand there the whole day and be like, and like that one guy had a post on his chest. You saw it, right? Yo, people be like, oh shit, these are the guys on TikTok. They're going crazy for them and stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's folly. They're just doing folly shit. The one dude got $100 for doing, what is it, like a blowing pasta on his head, man. This 1 kilo of pasta could have been given to the poor, man. But you're wasting it for some folly, man. This shows you that the world is really set on folly, and folly is elevated as righteousness, man. It's something great.
I want to go ahead and do that. I want to be a TikTok. I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, it's not about that. I would be an athlete.
That's the #1 job wish for the youth these days. An influencer.
It shows you how destroyed the youth is. Because I remember when I was young, I wanted to be like a pro athlete, man. I wanted to be a pro athlete. I wanted to go to the top, man. You know, this was like from the youth. Because I remember when I was younger, YouTube wasn't that crazy yet. You know? And I only saw barely some videos with, you know, low pixel and stuff like that. But then I saw the college football highlights. And I thought it was the NFL though. You know? When I saw this, I thought it was the NFL. It was like 6-7 years past. I said, I want to play there. I want to play there. That's why from that point I also go there, man. But these people just want to be freaking thoughts on the internet. They want to be effeminate. Want to sell their soul for some money, man. That's what they really want to do, man.
Hey, did you see that
No
one
determination.
where the 15-year-old murdered the OF model when he did to her? He was like, he says to her, do you think what you do is a good job? And he was like, she was like, yeah. He said, so do you think what you do, you don't have any intelligence to do what you're doing? She's like, I'm very intelligent. He's like, you are? She's like, yeah, I got a degree. He said, what do you got a degree in? Philosophy. He's like, so you mean, so if your children, one day when they look back at you, they can say, my mother, she got a degree in philosophy, she could have been a good lawyer, she made a lot of money, or she became on Instagram or OF, or after 2 years after her looks went away, everybody followed her, and she ruined her whole reputation. Which one do you think they're gonna say? She couldn't say anything. But that bullshit of making it through vanity, through your looks, and being is setting great on a high status with these women. They all want to do it. It's because it's easy, right?
It's actually they're selling the soul, bro. They're selling the dignity because they destroy their life. They even say like, there was also a video from this from your guy, Rocco TV. This guy made he always has the confirmation like that video, for different clips put together. And then and he had a video and there was this so-called just process, man. Just process, man. They're nothing more than process. Just process on the web. No, they just welcome process, man. Like this, what is it, Adam guy? They get roasted. Adam 22.
M22
and he get roasted all over the internet, which he deserves, man. Like,
You like it though.
Man, yo, man.
It like being humiliated. That's the whole point of the cut.
Man. When she said
to live in the humiliation.
When she said there, this video was this female should be put to death for this shit. When she said there, what to do with her husband said like, after like I couldn't have sex with you for 2-3 days because it hurt so much. Yo. And then I saw a video of the other dude that did it with her, the video. And she said like, there was another female, like, what is it? What is it? There was another female.
This you can do.
Vamos fazer pelo fundo.
Not from voice better.
Vamos fazer isso.
Why you take a picture of
Vamos
us?
fazer isso. Sabe se cai muito, né? Mas hoje eles dão do. Yo, I can't wait to have these people in slavery, man. I know it's okay, man. I know, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, they just got. Yo,
You get me right up to. That's that perfect hatred.
Sometimes I'm thinking about like pick something too. But they're doing it.
He just did it, man. But I was like, for what, man? I'm like, I don't even play that game, man. I'm like, I just asked him. She just comes up. Wow! Anyway,
It's the same demon that knocked the camera down.
yeah, but then you see that demon's opponent because last week or 2 weeks ago she was like, hey, y'all doing good, right? Y'all good.
Nah, I don't think she was saying that. I think she was saying something.
No. She wasn't talking shit. I don't know what she said, but she said something positive. Nevertheless,
I'm down, brother. And it's back again.
oh yeah. No, but as I was saying, so you had all the F females there, and then they said like, the private life is very hard right now. You can't really find no one that is accepting this life and their relationship. Well, if I meet someone, he act like he doesn't know my OF, but then, he just want to go instantly do 5 things with me because I did it on there, But yeah, that's what you did to yourself.
Yeah, man.
That's what you did to yourself. But this is really the way of
I want
Esau.
respect.
Exactly. This is
So
the
what
way-
if I am a slut? I want respect.
Yep. This is the way of Esau, and this is really what Esau really set up as good, man. But this is not good. This is actually wickedness. These females should be the lowest of the lows. They should be really put to shame. Little children should look at it. You filthy old man. Then nobody want to be old. Why do you think there was shaming back in the day? Why do you think it was that nobody gonna do that? If there's somebody, listen, man. If Israel is
The neighborhood too, back in the day.
exactly the nation of Israel is so righteous. The true nation of Israel. I'm not talking about these fake Israelis over there in Israel. The Masters of War, like the one series said, man. I was dying.
Wow.
Documentary. It said Israel dots Masters of War. The Prophet Magar. They call it the Prophet Magar and stuff.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
I was dying.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, so they said that, but I'm talking about our nation of Israel because there's no one poor. There's no poor There's no the true nation is they're gonna be ain't gonna be no poor people. Why? Because you're not even allowed to take everything from your damn what is it? Fear, man. You got a fear of graves. You're not allowed to take everything. You have to leave some for the poor. That nobody is starving. So it shows we have what is social welfare. We have welfare system, you know? But they do it in a wicked way. And only the people that wanna for example in these times, it's because they wanna be higher, you know?
It was and the humanitarian efforts was created in Rome by the Jake. I think his name was Merva. I think his name was Merva. Nerva or Merva? Nerva.
It's Nerva.
Because there was 5 good emperors in Rome, and they were all Jake.
It was 4 that ruled together, right? But why they get it?
You got what did I give somebody to say?
Keep reading. Revelation.
Revelation 17 and 12 the rest. Which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings, 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb.
See, so they're gonna give them, like I said, they have one mind because of all foreign America. You know, and it says, they give the power and strength unto the beast. That's what they did when they joined into NATO or the EU. Why? Because they gave the power unto the beast, because now America says we are attacked by Russia. Y'all have to support us, man. That's what it is. So they actually sold the country unto America for certain rank, for certain what is it? For certain power in this world. Read.
And the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings.
See, so exactly. So they're going to make war with the Lamb, which is Yahushua. They can read in John 1 and 29. They're going to make war with the Lamb, but Yahushua is going to overcome them. Read.
And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
See, exactly. These are the elect, man. They are with him are called, chosen, and faithful. Because first they're called to the process to call and they're faithful. At the end they be chosen, man. Read.
And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth. Asalakia, verse 15 again. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes, and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Exactly. So you see the alliance of America, like we read in Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. They're going to turn against America, man. They're going to burn her and eat her flesh. So they're going to go against America and ravish America, man. That's what they're going to do. They're going to plan that they're going to destroy America with their missiles, like we read in Jeremiah chapter 50. The arch is going to shoot the arrows which are nuclear missiles. You're going to hit America and ain't going to miss. Read.
For Yahweh have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled.
Exactly, so they're all just playing the part, they're part of the Lord's movie. So the Heavenly Father determined, hey, to this time, the Alliance of America are going to stick to America, and at the end, they're going to turn against it, at my command. Can you give me a real quick Proverbs 21:1? Read.
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
See, the great city is America. The great city is America. So this is the great kingdom rule over all the earth, man. All these kings. Give me the Proverbs.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Exactly. So the Heavenly Father is going to turn the minds of the kings soever he will. Right now, they are still an alliance with America, still abandoning America to a certain extent. They're showing a little bit the teeth like the dollar. You know, they want to rebel. They're still obedient. They're still bound down, but the time going to come where they rise up and going to bite the owner, man, bite the hand. They're feeding them. That's what they're gonna do. You know? Yeah, man. So y'all got anything else?
Nah, man, that's it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. We hope and pray this camp was edifying unto you led. And with that, we want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kadash. That belongs to the elders and apostles, but mercy and toast truth. Peace and blessings and salutation to you elect out there. We spread this truth and sincerity. And those charity goes for wins. Until next time, we say Shalom. Wa Barakatan.
Wa barakatuh.
Wa Ba Ba Ba.
Wa barakatuh.
Shalom.
Shalom.